Well, how do there, people in the viewerverse? I'm joined by Meogi, and we're going to be covered.
Hello.
Hello, Meogi. There's Meogi.
Hello.
Look. He's got his little demon face. He's looking rather dashing now. Meogi, just run around for a minute, though. Run around.
Yes, go on around.
Look at that. Look what's coming out the back of him. It's like he's inverse pissing himself or something. Look at that.
Slash and dash has a whole new meaning to it. So
yeah. It's got like the Halloween trail from the other year, and for whatever reason, it's just active the whole time. It just looks terrible. Yeah, and we're joined by Boid Gaming. Hello there, Boid.
Hey everyone, how are we all doing?
And we've also got Coop with us as well. Hello, Coop.
Hello there. How's everyone doing? You alright?
Yeah, doing great, guys. It's awesome to have you guys here. So yeah, I've been a massive fan of Boid since day dot, pretty much. His builds are freaking awesome. He done one on
making me blush.
yeah, well, on one of my planets, the Boid Zoid. Yeah, I love that big robot dog. I guess, yeah, you'd be able to find it on my back catalogue of videos.
Yeah, you used to do all your interviews there and that, didn't you?
Yeah, for a long time I did. Yeah, I've done a couple there. Yeah, it'd be nice to do more there actually. Yeah, you got a question or something you wanted to say, buddy?
yeah, I was going to say, how long has the Amino Hub been going? Because you're the leader of the Amino Hub, boy. Before we get going, let's
oh
talk about
right,
the
yeah.
Amino Hub.
Amino Hub was just created just after Galactic Hub started, so near beginning of the game. Yeah, so I think it's like second longest running hub in game. We have got a decal in game and that now, so that was good. Really like that, and there's banner and stuff.
Wish I could get my logo in game. That'd be lovely.
Yeah.
That would be ace.
How did you get your logo in game? Did you have to email them or anything, or did they just do it?
Just constant asking. Every time, every time Sean Mummy tweeted one of me, retweeted one of my videos, my base tours or something, I'm going, oh, thanks for that, Sean, but I'd love to have the new logo in game as well.
I'm gonna have, it doesn't really retweet my stuff.
But yeah, it's a bit cheeky, but it got us there. And I think they didn't just put ours in, they put Cafe 42 and they put a few different ones in at the same time, didn't they? So I think quite a few people were asking them to do it. I know Lily Hop from Cafe 42 were also asking and stuff. So yeah,
Cool.
it was nice.
Just admiring your helmet that you're wearing there, Boyd. Yeah, I don't really see many people rocking that one.
Yeah, well, this space what you're at is manning the Coop space. What we did, it was what was first build what we did together, Coop.
Yeah, I think it was one of the first ones, yeah. Once I joined your channel, we blasted a few out, but I think this is one of the first ones we did, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was the first full one what we did together, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
It turned out real good. Yeah, I designed the outside and the structure and that, and Cooper just did all the inside, and it made it look really, really cool.
Mm-hmm.
It was a nice little thing we had going, wasn't it? Like, you do the outside, I'll do the insides. It works really well.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what we're both probably best at, really, isn't it?
Play to your strengths, mate.
Some micro building that you've done, Coop. Well, that's why we joined channels, because you've got some very good ideas for micro builds and stuff, and I build more structures and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, you asked us of it, didn't you? I was doing the micro builds on my channel, and then Boyd got hold of me and he says, "Listen, we should bang heads together, and we should put all the content on this channel and like get all the micro builds done, how-to builds and things like that." We've just started doing settlements and things like that. There's a few more things coming up, so it's quite exciting actually. It's quite fun doing it because I like to play around with parts and stuff like that. I like to see what's possible, and like I think the micro builds thing's been the flagship, and it really took off. Like loads of people have just really appreciated doing it, and it's been really fun doing it. I like seeing the community come forward with their micro builds and stuff, and seeing what people come up with.
Actually, I didn't even know you had a channel, Coop. I just saw you with Boyd and just figured you'd been mates or something.
I started it in lockdown, and I didn't really do much with it, to be honest. and then it was only up about a month or two before Boyd got hold of us. So I ended up transferring all the videos that I had on it over to his channel, and I think now you're on season 3 of your micro builds. I'm just about to finish season 2 of mine, and then I started a settlements one, building on settlements and things like that. And it was just like trying to find new ways to build within the game, because obviously there's a lot of things that you can do building wise, and it's just sort of opening it up a little bit so that people can get ideas and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, I love your settlements builds. I thought I knew everything about building, and I was still watching all your settlement builds videos. And still get some very good ideas from them. So.
I get carried away with it. Like I say, I've literally just finished my settlement on my normal build. So once I'm online again, I'll be uploading it, and I'll be doing a big base tour of it. Because I know people have always wanted to build giant cities, but obviously with the base limits that we've got and things in place, it's hard to sort of like see that vision come to fruition. And I always think settlements and the big archives are really good places, because half the work's done for you already. So you can just sort of like build onto existing structures and things like that, and it really lets you play around with it more.
Yeah.
I think archives are the next one that I'm going to look at, actually.
Yeah, and obviously I've got my base tour videos as well. I think I've got going on 1,000 base tour videos on channel as well. And obviously we've got us build videos as well, haven't we? What we do.
Yeah, them base tours are really good, because it gives everybody in the community an opportunity to see their stuff on YouTube and get it and share it out and things like that. I think that's brilliant. I love seeing people pop up on the Discord and things like with their bases and stuff.
Yeah. I always try, if I go to a planet, especially if it's like a community build planet, I try and visit everyone, like people who aren't really well known and that, just so they can get the bases shown out there. You know, people who haven't got YouTube channels and stuff like that.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people out there that design amazing stuff, but obviously they don't upload their content and stuff, and it would be a real shame for people to miss out on it. So, like to provide that little service.
But I mean, like I've been building since Foundation update, and they were like, I could count on my hands probably the amount of like really good builders at a certain time, and then now there's just like hundreds of people doing different stuff, and it's really good for content.
It's really nice, isn't it, when you see micro builds in other people's bases? I'm randomly popping down to planets and stuff and seeing like the pool table or the fireplace or the craps table or something like that, or just anything that we've put in, and you just think, oh my god, they've used a micro build. It's awesome. It's nice that people get inspiration from it.
So, talking of micro builds, I'm inside of your ATAT right now, and I'm standing right next to a micro condensed version of the aquarium, which is really nicely placed. Yeah, pretty cool. But
I wish we could just like resize every piece without having to do resize glitch. That'd be nice if they give us that option.
Yeah, very true.
Just so that more people like had access to like the imagination, you know what I mean? Because some people don't want a glitch or don't want to.
It might be something they add in the future updates. I mean, they've given us the ability to rotate and scale and green state things in. It's nearly like having freaking Blender, what we've got now. It's not far off, is it, really? Give the resize.
It's getting close, yeah.
Done.
It's nice. Yeah, it's nice that they brought back the 360 rotation as well. They took that out, didn't they? The base parts that you can put on land now without having to mess about. That's opened it up massively. I'm planning on doing a huge like cyberpunk city now that I can use different parts from underwater bases.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I've not even really give them a try yet, but yeah, it is good that they've done that. Yeah, they're just making more and more stuff accessible, and that's great. You just can't complain about it. I like the new grass parts they bought at Quicksilver Merchant as well. They're very good.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I think I've seen you pick.
I'd like to see it all on freighters.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I think I've seen you pick up and play Cyberpunk and Elden Ring, haven't I, Boyd, lately?
Elden Ring, yeah. I have played Cyberpunk since it launched, really. I had it for about few weeks and got bored of it, but I might pick it up again. I've heard good things about it again.
What about what about you, Coop? Do you play anything else?
Yeah, I play a bit of Cyberpunk. I had a go on that Stray actually. My daughter wanted to download it because it was cats, and I ended up downloading it for her, and I got absolutely hooked on it because it's got a proper like dystopian, futuristic kind of really cool storyline to it, which I wasn't expecting. But I'm a big Final Fantasy fan. Big Final Fantasy fan. I've played it since Final Fantasy VI.
Cool.
One of my favourite game experience of recent time is Final Fantasy VII Remake. I thought that was amazing, but I'm gutted that we've got to have a PS5 to play next episode of it, because I've gone to the Series S, so I'm going to have to either save some pennies or just watch someone else play it on YouTube or something.
Do it. I'm back in Spearer at the moment. I'm playing Final Fantasy X, and I've been wandering around, and I've been getting some right ideas for doing some builds on No Man's Sky, just from Final Fantasy X.
Yeah, I do that all the time. I could just be in the middle of the day and I'll see something, and I'm always looking out for new ideas to do on builds. And
you did the GTA one a while back, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I've done a few. I've done GTA, I've done Elder Scrolls, Fallout. I did Peach's Castle off Mario.
That's why I like doing these settlements and things like that. I love the idea of being able to create your own level almost on a, you land on a planet and it's almost like a level in a game. I think that's a really cool thing.
Yeah.
It's like, for me, it's like adult Minecraft. That's what it is to me. But I know it's a lot more than that, because you get ships and stuff. But for me, it was interested in like just building, really. I mean, there's other things what interest me in game. I do end up doing all expeditions, but that's mainly for building stuff. What you get there. I think if they didn't have building parts in expeditions, I probably wouldn't do them either. I'd just visit bases and build bases.
I'm hoping they pick up on some, how I feel, Boyd, about this lore at the moment, and Ariandi and that. I'm really wanting them to finish off that weekend mission storyline. I really need to know what's going on. It's been great in me.
Same, mate.
I want to know if we're getting into the world of glass. I want to know if we're going to be able to use living ships to go through to it.
You talk about this way, and I ain't got a clue what you're going on about.
I'm a sucker for storylines.
Yeah.
Can't help
Same.
It. I really want to know what's going to happen next. It's like, come on, finish it off. Let us know what's going to happen. If it was just like a separate iteration, like you do when you land on abandoned freighters, and you've got like your own little. If you could just go through those portals and just have a little bash at that, see what's going on. So I know they're on about all sorts of stuff, introduce a new race and things, and maybe give us a bit more end game to it.
Yeah, 100% agree.
Amazing.
Well, did you read that Eurogamer interview with Sean Murray, where he was saying that they're going to add in a new relaxing game mode into version 4.0?
I literally just read it, Steve. Yeah, definitely. I think it's really interesting.
I know he'd done an interview, but I've not got around to reading it yet. So.
Well, not only that, he's going to add in a custom settings version as well, like for survival mode, where you can tweak your game and change it up. I'm hoping that they add in like the no ship mode or whatever for all those people that love doing that, starting the game with no ship and you've got to find one out in the wild, That'd be cool.
That'd be really cool, that.
You know, I think what they took out of the game is, when you're in your camera and you can change filters. You used to be able to do that just for gameplay, didn't you? You used to be able to like walk around in any filter you wanted, and I know why they did it. It's because some of them exotic planets and that they've got like filters on them already, so they probably wanted to use them so they were more varied planets. But it was really good where you could just walk around in like black and white and have all your video or whatever you were doing in any filter, and they took that out.
I never actually toyed with that, so I'm not 100% sure on that one. But what I would like to see added into camera mode is to at least allow you to have the Galaxy name on there along with the portal code.
Yeah.
So you can see if it's Euclid or whatever. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be really good.
I wish if you was on single player, if you go into camera, you could have option to keep everything moving as well.
Yeah, change it to
I was just about to
cinematic.
say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when
Yeah.
you're filming, it's sometimes a lot better to have someone in the system with you, just so you can see your fires moving and stuff like that,
Yeah.
rather than just stopping.
Yeah, I wanted to do that because I wanted to do a series on biomes where I just went to different biomed planets and things like that, and we had a look at the flora and fauna and stuff like that. But you kind of need somebody in game with you, so that when you enter your camera mode, the animals keep moving about.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally
Yeah.
agree with you. They need to do quite a few bits and pieces of tweaks with things. So, but so how long did it take you to do these builds, Boyd or Coop? Or did you both come to you did the interiors in your Coop?
Yeah, it took me about 4 hours to do exterior at that fallen 8080. How long did it take you to do interior, Coop?
I think it tends to be a couple of hours, doesn't it? We say we're a couple of 3-hour sessions, and we tend to have it down, and we've got really good at it now. So I think the more you build as well, the more you catalogue in your head parts that'll go together and what'll work with what. So the more you do it, the faster you get at it, and the more you know what works. And we've got it down now. I can knock an interior out in about an hour and a half or 2 hours, something like that, to a level that I'm happy with it anyway. Unless I'm experimenting with sort of like new ideas and things like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I can do builds in like 3 or 4 hours usually, but it just depends what you're doing. You know,
So that's just trial and error, though, isn't it? Really, I mean, the more you do it, the better you get at it. The more you know what works with what, things like that. So
it's like me with my pets.
you also get used to how many pieces we're using, just like in back of your head, you sort of know, because even though we've got like a 3K limit, I barely ever hit that. I think I've hit it twice on my builds, because you know you're getting near to it at some.
It becomes intuitive, doesn't it? You kind of know what your limits are, and that. Although it would be nice, and we've said this a lot, me and Boyd, it would be nice if we had a build counter in the corner as we're building. If it just popped up in our build menu, you've got this many pieces left on this base or something like that. That'd be great.
I actually wrote that on suggestions, didn't I, Steve?
Yeah, in the Hello Games notebook that we handed in. This area of space in creative mode, do you want me to put out the portal code and invite people over to build here, or is this somewhere that you're keeping to yourselves for now?
No, if people want to come and build there, they can, but it's got to be Star Wars themed.
Okay. So there you go, people in the viewerverse. Coordinates in the bottom left-hand corner. This is creative mode in Euclid, and if you want to do a Star Wars build, then please build on this planet. Try not to build too close to other people's bases for rendering reasons. Just be respectful. And there we go. There's the coordinates.
I think there's quite a few bases on there already. I think Rich Schmidt did one, Randy Davis has done one.
Did he do Jabba the Hutt? He did Jabba's Palace, didn't he? Yeah.
I think B-Bubble put one down there as well, a Star Wars one, so...
I think there's a Millennium Falcon knocking about somewhere as well.
Oh, okay. I only see the two, the Boyd's ones at the moment, so... But yeah, that's cool.
We've explored the Jawa thing, that was very good. Like little droids on the outside, as in Star Wars, so...
I did one on the Xbox, and then... me and Cooper did Fallen 8080, but then I did that Jawa. On PlayStation.
Yeah, it's cool, as I said, but ncaptainSteve likes the NewComptown, and Conflicted Gaming thinks you're spot on the geometrics and the line of sights. He's played the maps intensively, and he says, I didn't think I'd see and say to Boyd that the geometrics are absolutely spot on the NewComptown that you did. So.
Newtown,
Newtown, yeah.
I wouldn't mind building Pavlov on that planet from the very first Call of Duty, the Russian level.
Oh,
yeah. That was my favourite level of all time in Call of Duty.
Is anyone picking the new one up when it comes out? The Modern Warfare 2?
Depends. I think I'm going to watch reviews first and see what they say on the solo mode, because I do like the stories on them.
Yeah, there has been a beta just come out recently, and it was really good. Some of the stuff they've added, like the ability to like not just jump over walls, you can actually like pull your thing up and like poke your pistol off with people and stuff like that. And It looks like they put more work into it this time. So,
Yeah.
and
Cool.
it releases on the same day as my birthday, so I've got someone to get it with.
That's good. Are you
I'd
going to
like
get
to
the
see a
Switch version?
Tarkov build. That'd be good.
Yeah. Are you going to do
there's
the Switch
really-
version, Boyd? Sorry to interrupt.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
What, the No Man's Sky?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be getting it. Just
That's cool.
support the developer, and
Yeah.
I probably will play it a lot, but I do really want to just get it to support Hello Games
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, definitely. I've commandeered my daughter's Switch, and I'm going to be getting it.
Everyone's intrigued about what it's going to be like.
I just
How
want
many-
to
how many
give them
years
some
is that?
money. I just really want to give Hello Games money.
It's just these amount of these developers who do microtransactions, and they could have charged for every DLC if they wanted. You know what I mean? But they don't. They've just made a good group of people who love game, and yeah.
I wouldn't mind. I would not mind at all if we ended up with some sort of microtransaction on it, if it was only stuff like ships or customized weapons and things like that. Nothing that would affect the gameplay, nothing that would do anything like that. But if it meant at this stage giving Hello Games a bit of support like that financially, I'd be all for it, because I think everything that they've done over the past X amount of years, I think they've earned it now.
At the end of the day,
Definitely.
they've got. If they were struggling to keep the game going, and that was the only way for them to keep progressing game and bringing out stuff all the time, then yeah, definitely. But I mean, they're bringing it out for the Switch, so they're going to get a lot of revenue from that. Which is good.
Is it going to go on iOS as well? I've heard that.
Yeah, it's going to go on Mac or iOS platform. They've done something to optimize the game, so I'm just going to give a shout out to Kadena and Jellybean, and Kadena, we'll have a chat afterwards about Switch versions of No Man's Sky and see what I can come up with, because Jellybean wants the Switch version of No Man's Sky, so that's Kadena's granddaughter.
Is it right that it's going to be some features missing at launch?
Settlements and multiplayer is what was listed in today's Eurogamer advert. And they asked if multiplayer be going in, and Sean Murray said, look, I don't like to commit or promise anything. He said, but the Switch is a different sort of console. You know, people play it on the toilet or on a bus or wherever, and it's more of a solo console rather than multiplayer, in a roundabout way for that reason. So it kind of almost sounds like he's talking himself out of putting multiplayer in.
Yeah, see, that'd be a problem for me. I mean, I am going to get it anyway, definitely, because, well, like I just says, my main enjoyment of the game is building and visiting other people's bases. So if it ain't got multiplayer, then I'll not be able to visit other people's bases anyway.
The odd thing is, it says that
it's like a No Man's Sky for every season.
It did say that it shares the Discovery server. So if I name something on PlayStation, on Nintendo Switch, they're going to see the same naming thing. So I don't know whether it's going to share base servers. So you might still be able to visit people's bases, but they won't be able to be there with you, you know?
Oh, that'd be spot on, though. That would be good enough for me. Definitely.
Yeah, I think it's just wait and see, you know? Get somebody that's got a Switch to test first. Yeah.
I would have said, but if there's not multiplayer, then there's not much point in Anomaly, apart from like Quicksilver Merchant. They won't be. I mean, I suppose they could do weekend missions and that, but it's doing with other people, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be too fussed about it if it was like No Man's Sky Lite in that sense, because then it's like you're away from your console, you're away from your PC or whatever, and you just you're going on a training journey or something. It's a way of keeping the game with you, isn't it? So that you're still playing it and everything like that.
I'm looking
I
forward
get
to
that in that sense. I am really intrigued what 4.0 is going to do with streamlining all the inventories and things like that. That's the biggest thing I've taken away from it.
I think they're just trying to do the best what they can, aren't they?
I think, as I said, Switch is going to be one of those things that just you either love it or hate it. But as I said, all the dedicated people want to buy it because we all want to see the little cartridges with No Man's Sky on it.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
it'll
do.
be worth something one day. It'll be worth something one day, I can assure you. So,
Oh God, wouldn't it be ace if they made them look like little Atlas passes?
That would have been cool. They missed a trick
That would
there.
be so good.
Yeah.
That would be so cool.
Coop, before we went live, you was talking about a change in career. Is that something you would like to plug on this channel and give a mention to anybody that's passing by your neck of the woods?
Well, yeah, I can do. I'm just about to open my own. Well, I say me and a couple of friends are about to open our own coffee shop stroke cafe in Scunthorpe. We're doing. We're called Moon Coffee. It's something we've wanted to do for a while. See, I've been like a chef and a barista for a while now, and I've always wanted to work for myself. And it's nice to step out from underneath the big wigs that I've been working for. I won't name who I've been working for, but it'd be nice to come away from the corporate a little bit. And like we're all musicians down my end, and we're all like artists and stuff like that. So we wanted to create like a massive community hub and do things like that. And obviously Moon Coffee, we'll do all that kind of stuff with it. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. So yeah, if you find yourself in Scunthorpe, and I'm sorry if you do, then you'll have to pop in for a brew at some point.
Yeah, the only thing I know about Scunthorpe is the movie Brothers Grimsby, which is freaking awesome as a film. Yeah.
Well, there's really not much more to say about Scunny than that.
Well, if I'm passing, I'll definitely call in and say hello.
Yeah, definitely. We'll go
Well,
coffee.
if your coffee shop's anywhere near as good as one what we built together in No Man's Sky, then I'll come up there and have a
Well, this is it. One of the nights we're going to put up. One of the nights that I want to do are gaming nights and things like that. So it'd be really cool to get like something going. Maybe do like a little No Man's Sky club or something there. That'd be fantastic.
We'll see what we can
That'd
do.
be awesome. But it'd be really cool if you did an in-game build of your calf as well, you know?
I mean, yeah, it's something I've thought about, Steve, to be honest. I've been, as we've been putting the bricks and mortar together, I've been thinking, oh, actually, I could design that if I just got myself a round table and a chandelier and this, that.
Cool.
Trying to work it out.
Well, I wish you very much the best with it. We're calling it Moon Calf. It's got a slight space connotation to it, which is good.
Yeah.
Moon Coffee Scunthorpe. You have to check it out on Facebook if you guys ever get a chance.
Oh, you got your Facebook page ready already, have you?
Oh, we've got the Facebook page ready. We've been putting sort of like builds and stuff on it, like showing people the progress and stuff. But like I say, we open on the 11th, and then we have a full opening on the 15th. So
Sweet.
yeah, we're really going to go for it. So we'll be on all the I'm going to start a TikTok channel with it as well, because I really want to do like a TikTok channel where we show you how to make drinks, and we just have a bit of a bit of a gas and a laugh about and things like that. We're going to have an Instagram and all that. So we'll be out there. We'll definitely be out there.
Stick up some YouTube shorts as well and stuff, you know? That'd be cool.
Yeah, well, this is it. This is part of what I wanted to do for like No Man's Sky gaming nights, and it doesn't have to specifically be No Man's Sky, but with me loving the game so much, I thought, wouldn't it be really cool if we had like cyber cafe evenings, where we opened up the Wi-Fi upstairs, got everyone to bring the laptops with them and things like that, and we just had big sessions and things like that.
Or switches.
Yeah, or switches. I just thought it'd be really cool, like get meetups and stuff like that for people that are up this end of the country and maybe can't get down to big ones and things like that. We could just have little gaming nights and things. But it's all to come. It's all to come in the future. We've got to get the coffee machine installed first.
It's a coffee shop with no coffee machine.
We're doing the sign today. We're putting the sign up today, so we're nearly there.
All right. Well, best of luck, mate. It sounds awesome.
Well, thank you very much. I'm really excited about it. It's been a long time coming.
I'm just going to scroll through my chat while Meogi asks you a question and see if I can find any more.
I was going to ask you if we could be cheeky and ask for have you got time to show us another build, Coop or Boid?
I mean, I've got my settlement. If you want to go have a look at it, I've got the.
Whatever you feel, you know. We've seen Boid.
I don't know how you guys would get over there. I'd have to send you a picture on the PlayStation thing, and then you'd have to pop your coordinates in and then go have a look.
It might be a bit awkward. I mean,
I wouldn't be able to take you over there personally at the moment, but
I can just mute this, go downstairs, teleport to another base, and you can follow me.
Okay, sounds good, Boyd. Yeah, go for that.
Ooh, where are you gonna go?
I'll leave your talking, and I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, one of your creative mode bases. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll head on up to
I'll be
the old.
interested to see where he goes now, because even I don't know where he's going to head off to.
The magical mystery tour.
Cool.
Magic-
We'll head up to the
Roll up for the
Nexus.
mystery tour.
Cool.
That is it. Literally is going to be a mystery tour. This will be well interesting.
Just take a
Well, as
look
I
at.
said, out of 1,000 bases, I'm sure, as I said. But you were talking about cities, Coop. Have you seen Action Pants Gaming Kevin's city? How that's progressed onwards, because we did a video of that recently. So
I have. I'm really getting into these city builds at the moment and pushing what you can do with them and everything like that. Like I say, like our channel is mainly micro builds, but we're just starting to push out. One of the things that I want to look at doing as well is I've had a lot of people ask me about building structures that aren't just basic cubes and things like that. So I'd like to do like what I'm gonna call No Man's Sky prefabs. I think I'm gonna call it. And then the idea will be to just show people how to build more interesting buildings based off the settlement designs, based off other things like that, just so that they can get going with it and things like that. I think that'd be really interesting to do. I thought, yeah, not a bad idea that.
I tried building up my settlement, and my settlement it sank. It went underneath the ground by about 2 foot, so I couldn't get in any of the bloody doors, and all my NPCs disappeared. Is that something that you come across while you was doing it?
It has happened to me in the past. Yeah, I've found what I've had to do is either move the base computer or just sort of like come away from it and let it reload. It did it a few times, and it did it on the one I'm on actually at the moment. It sank down into the ground slightly, and then it sort of rectified itself. I don't know how it's done it, but it's just come back. So I don't know if it's just a bug that happens sometimes. But I did find one of the best things. I mean, somebody passed it on to me. I can't remember who it was now. It was one of the lads and lasses that was on our comment section for the videos. Pointed out to me, because you have to put your base computer on the outskirts of your city, 300 U's at least away from the centre of the settlement, so that you can place it, because it classes the settlement as a base itself. I wasn't aware that you can actually, once you've put a few pieces down in your settlement, you can actually pick your base computer up and manually move it back into the centre. And I found that fixes it a lot of the time. So I don't know if it's worth trying that. That might be something that does it. But yeah, I find it just it depends really. I think it's just a bit buggy. I think it's asking a lot of it at this point to load in a settlement and then all the base parts on top of it and then everything else that you're doing. So maybe it just gets a bit buggy, but it does sort itself out if you just keep coming away from it and reloading.
So I've took us to his pirate ship. This is another one what me and Coop did together. I did the exterior and Coop did the interior.
Is it the pirate ship?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
I remember this one.
Cool.
Was this the one we did the micro builds for cannons on?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was good, that. I remember doing that. That was fun finding out how to build them cannons.
Cool. We did that cooker and that in the galley.
Oh, the galley. Yeah, we did the big galley, didn't we? With the big galley cooker in there and everything like that. I think we put that out as an episode eventually, didn't we?
Yeah, I think you did. I think that was one of your micro.
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah.
It's kind of what we do. We build these big elaborate things, and then within them we've obviously done micro builds and stuff just as part of the base, and then we just sort of cherry pick the best ones that we've done, turn them into micro build episodes and show people how to build them themselves step by step.
Yeah,
it's brilliant. Yeah, so if you haven't subscribed to Boid and Coop's YouTube channel, the link is inside of the video description. Just hit it up and take a look if you want to learn how to make some micro builds, because it does really add a lot of interest to bases when you're walking around. It's like, how the fudge did they do that?
Yeah, cheers.
You got a lot of love inside of the live chat for your coffee idea. They say it's a great idea. They wish they could visit. Some people are overseas, obviously, but yeah.
Oh well, the doors are always open, guys. If you want to come, if you ever find yourself in the north of England,
cool.
I'll do you a brew.
Nice one. You have to make some brews and name like a Viking tea or something, or a nip.
Yeah, that'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
I get mixed up between Scunthorpe and Skelmersdale. Skelmersdale's near me. Scunthorpe, whereabouts is it?
North.
It's northeast Lincolnshire.
Yeah,
so
near
you're sort
Lincoln.
of like half an hour away from Hull.
Oh,
Half an hour away
okay.
from Hull, Sheffield. I'm only down road from Boyd, really, if you think about
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I bet you're only
Now I've
about
got my
40
car, I
minutes away.
might just give it a whirl. So.
Oh, yes, please. We'll
Right,
have to get some packets of Getnik made up so that people can take them away.
I'm gonna have to get off, guys. But it's been a proper pleasure.
All right, Boyd. We'll take care, mate.
I'll
I'm
leave your fiance in, and you can have a look at that pirate ship and see what you think. And really, really appreciate you having us both on. Anyway.
Well, it's been awesome talking to you, Boyd, and you're an awesome freaking builder. You really are.
Yeah.
So yeah, check out Boyd's channel and Coop's because it's freaking great. Yeah.
Hey, thank you, guys.
Take care,
cheers
Boyd.
to everyone in the chat and everyone watching.
Take care, Boyd. Yeah.
See you later,
I'll
mate.
talk to you soon, guys. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Oh, I love the skull at the front of this pirate ship. That's awesome.
It's all right, isn't it? I've got it in my head. I can imagine it in my head. I know where you are.
That's freaking great.
It's all Boyd, this one mainly. All I did was the inside. He really smashed it. The guy's got this. He got this really good ability as well. Like he figured out how to Tudor up houses and just free place things around. It adds such an element and depth to the builds. I think it's fantastic.
That is
love the
really
cannons.
cool.
Love the cannons. Cannons are absolutely
yeah, they worked
like
out all right.
cannons.
I think the crow's nest up there as well. You can get to the crow's nest and things like that.
I can't jump for toffee on this character, so.
Just looking at how you've done the cannon. So yeah, it's just one of the cement mixer base parts with wheels stuck on the side and then a pipe. That is so effective.
And the amount of iterations we went through and it got more and more complicated the more we did it, and then in the end we went, you know what, just stick a pipe in a cement mixer and call it that, and it worked out better than everything else that we'd tried.
It looks freaking awesome. It looks like an actual part. It looks like one piece. It's that good. That's so cool.
Yeah, it's weird how it worked out. We were quite pleased with that one. It was like I say, that's why we turned it into a micro builds episode, because it was a happy accident. We were like, well, we've got to capitalise on this as fast as possible before we forget how to build them.
Also, like,
I was really pleased with the way the ship turned out.
Your crates of mushrooms and shite on the deck as well. It's the simple things, isn't it? It's the little touches of detail that really brings a base to life and makes it pop. You guys have got this to a fine art.
It's a less is more approach as well. I think that's the biggest thing that we've taken away from building over the years that we've been doing it is it's not always about having loads of stuff in there. It's about placing it right, strategically putting things down and just working with what you got. Like I say, base limits can be a bit of a pain, but as long as you really think about what you're doing with it, there's so much that you can do and it keeps it under.
Yeah, it's great. Even the little shelves that you've put around walls and things is really clever. The little ledges.
All right, it was a good build, that.
Yeah, love the pillows on the bed. Yeah, it's the little things. It's the little things that it just ties it all together for me. It's awesome.
I think that bed's on one of the micro build series as well, because that was something that it was something that bugged us for ages, that it was just those cabin beds the way they were, and we just wanted to flesh it out a little bit and make it a little bit more fun to look at.
Sweet.
So I think we did it for the captain's galley. Yeah.
I love your use of decals as well. It fits so nicely into the build. I like what you do with the tables to bring them into life as well, with the decor that you put on there. Everything just pops. It's great.
It's about creating spaces, isn't it? It's about creating little moments within the base. I like to tell stories with bases. I like as you're walking around bases, finding little areas and things like that. And the overall base is there, but obviously you have these little moments within the base, like Boyd did with the robots on the Star Wars build and things like that. You just find little areas, little bits of interest that you can do and things, and it just keeps you exploring every corner then. Yeah,
it's also. I've just come across a chain with the anchor at the bottom.
Have you? Yeah.
How cool is that? Yeah, I can see it just down the hole there. You made the anchor out of like the pipes. Yeah, it's really clever.
I think that was another one of his actually. Like I say, we just attack him. He builds the shell, and then he gives us a shout, and we just head over and we just see what we can do with it. But I haven't visited this base in a long time. I forgot how much we had fun building this, and that's the main thing. We just have loads of fun doing it. and that's the biggest takeaway that we have from it.
Well, when I built
It's
that,
like we always say to people, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be amazing. As long as you're having fun with mates, building and playing the game, that's the main thing.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when I built the Boid Zoid with Boid, I was going around grabbing all the resources, and taking them over to him, and he was putting the base together, and he already had it down inside his head exactly how he was going to do it all, and it just came together in like 3 hours. And if it was me building that, it would have took me a week. It was freaking crazy. So
you just see it. It's a weird thing. I can't explain it. It's like Boyd said. You'll be sat at work, and all of a sudden it'll just pop into your head fully formed, and it's like, yep, that's exactly. Or I'll be stuck sometimes thinking, how am I going to do this? And then all of a sudden it just pops in your head. You remember when you used to buy Lego and you used to get the sheets with it that showed you how to build it and all the little parts clicked in together? Yeah. It's almost like that.
Yeah.
It's almost like all the pieces just click together in your head, and you go, "Oh yeah, that's how you do it."
But you've done a kink in the anchor, which is unbelievable that you've even put that attention to detail, and you put barnacles on the underside of the ship.
Yeah. We have to get a few barnacles in.
Is really, really good. That is
You've
really,
got a
really
few barnacles in, haven't you? We've been at sea for a while.
Well, you see, most people would have just done an anchor that just hit the ground, and it was just a length of anchor chain. You've put the kinks in it as if it's hit the ground and it's got too much slack on it, and it's kinked. That sort of attention to detail is very, very good. Well, it's excellent because it's attention to in the nth degree, to be honest with you. So, because I've seen a few. Ships. I know Tim's done one. Teabag. He did the USS Reliant. But each one of them has a slight. And I know what's it called? Beetlebum's done one as well, or two, a couple of ships. But each one of them looks totally different because you've used different parts in it. Well, those cement mixers and that, those cannons are brilliant.
Freaking great.
Yeah.
One of the things that we try to do with it as well, I know we glitch build, and I know that we do use a few glitches every now and again. But I think one of the main things that we try to do with it is, especially through micro builds and that, is to show people, look, this is obtainable just through vanilla building. And I want to unlock that door for people so that they can go, oh, actually, I can do this. It's not difficult. I can, I've got the tools. I don't need to know how to do massive glitches and really complicated wiring and stuff like that.
I was just noticing something. You got it so close to the water. There's actually a ripple of water going around the ship, around the anchor.
Ever so slight, isn't there? Like the surf just hitting it.
Yeah, like the surf hitting it. Yeah, that is attention to detail. That's cool,
that was
attention
fun.
to detail. So we've got Emra Silver in chat. Hi, Emra.
I'd love to do a glass bottom boat. I think that's one of the things that I'd like to do if I was going to do another boat. I'd like to do a glass bottom boat, and then maybe through the glass bottom, maybe do like a little scene underneath it that you can see as you look through it. That'd be a pretty cool idea.
Well,
I'd like to get back into underwater building as well. It's something that I haven't done since I first started the game. I haven't really done underwater bases. You get down there and sometimes there can be not that much going on, and I'd like to see a little bit. I'd like to see maybe oceans fleshed out a little bit more, just so that we've got a little bit more reason to go back and build bases in there. Because it's an element of the game that I think is overlooked. I know we got an update for it with Abyss and everything, and I know that they've worked on it since, but I'd love to see them really delve into it, because when I'm underwater in No Man's Sky, I feel like I'm playing a completely different game sometimes.
Yeah, but they do, as Captain Steve will tell you, that they do need to flesh out the oceans. We thought that they were going to do that in the last update, didn't we, Steve?
Well, in the sort of like lore, when you visit the abandoned buildings, there is a mention of giant oceans of blood that contain giant creatures that it's hard to tell whether they're multiple loads of creatures or just one giant freaking fauna. So hopefully we get to go in the realm of glass, like you were saying earlier, Coop, and hopefully we get to see some weird planets.
Absolutely.
That'd be cool.
I mean, I know they've worked on the. It's like we were on. It's like me and Boyd were on about a while back with the whole realm of glass and everything like that. And they've done the work that they've done on the 4 pillars, and even though they've given us stuff with the mechs now and the sentinels and stuff, and I know that combat can always be a little bit of an iffy subject sometimes. It'd be really cool if this realm of glass was you could put a bit more combat into it if people wanted to go. And I'd love the idea of being able to go into the world of glass and play like, I don't know, like a capture the flag kind of thing with a new alien race where you've got to take over their bases or something, or stop them from coming into our iterations and things like that. I think there's a lot of room left there. But I wonder sometimes whether or not that's going to be more as we get into next gen and things like that.
Well, I was thinking, we're like in a simulation. And I was thinking maybe this infestation that we're seeing, like the nested planets and things, is like a virus that's slowly encroaching into our system, like with the abandoned buildings and that, and the abandoned systems. And maybe we're going to be like the antivirus to push it back, and that's why we're renaming things and all that sort of shenanigans. But yeah, it'd be good to take the battle into where the actual virus is, into the hub of it. I mean, technically, one virus is called a worm virus. What did we get recently? Worms. It kind of makes sense.
Exactly. Yeah. It makes you wonder if the Sentinels are there to stop that in the first place, and we've kind of, the walls have broken down over time as the Atlas is dying and the system's shutting down because it's been infected by a virus and it's getting caught up. And we are there to purge the system. Yeah, and that'd be cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what we do, don't we? Cool. In the actual lore right now, we do a reset, but it would be really cool to be able to do a purge, like actually remove the virus bit by bit, or do some sort of cleansing. That'd be cool.
Just had a message from Boid, sorry to interrupt. He says he's at another build.
Oh, okay.
Can't talk, but he's at another build.
Okay. Well, we've hit 37th minute. I think we was going to go for half an hour. We're going kind of like over what Boyd wanted to do. But we'll jump on up and we'll have a look at another planet quickly.
But yeah, I would like to see something done with the lore in that respect. I think there's not much more story to tell with it, but I do think there's a little bit of wiggle room in there just to fit in a little bit more. It's like with Ariane, I just want to know, who is that imposter? Why is she there?
Yeah.
Why has that storyline been left?
Well, it's like
I really thought that's the way weekend missions were going to go, and then possibly have, like, for players that missed out on it, you could revisit those weekend missions if you missed them, but obviously new weekend missions would hit once a month or something like that, and we'd get a little bit more of that story. Because why else would they big up the living ships? Why else would they give us all that new tech for it and things like that? I feel like they're just putting building blocks in place at the moment, and then boom, we're going to get it.
Yeah, well, they done loads of name drops as well, didn't they? Like Astara, she was another character that appeared. There was 2 others as well. I can't remember their names though. Helderbrand was one, and the other was the one that liked his own reflection. He was very vain. I can't remember his name in Greek mythology.
I know what you mean. I can't remember his name though. Yeah.
Narcissus or something like that.
Narcissus.
It'd just be nice to see him do something with it.
The system's called Smelly Fart. How the fudge did you get away with that? Yeah, there you go. Smelly Fart AH by Boyd Gaming. Nice one, Boyd.
Well, I've not been here before.
Oh, no, awesome. Okay, well, let's head on over to his build. Let's see if it's a giant butthole or something.
I wonder where he's taking us.
I have no idea. With a name like that, it does make you wonder, doesn't it? I see his
That's going to be like a giant toilet, is it?
It could be, couldn't it? That would be quite cool. So
I swear I've seen a giant toilet in this game already once or twice.
It could be what it is, but yeah, I'll probably end up in some sort of Peter Stringfellow's area in a moment or something. Who knows?
Oh, I never know. He might have recreated one of the levels from that PlayStation game, Booger Man.
I don't know how he comes up with his creative ideas, to be honest with you. So
no, I can see the base computer. It says the Odyssey. I'm looking for the base, but I don't see. There's something rendering in now. Okay. It's taken a little while to appear, but we've got something appearing. We're going camera mode. Oh no, we've lost Chris. We've lost Chris Coop.
Well, we'll just have a look at it and see what's what. Barb Blaze is on.
Cool.
Barb Blaze is in chat, so she's been on holiday camping, so...
That's sweet. Looks like a little calf or something. I don't know what it is. Slowly building itself out piece by piece. So how have you been anyway, Meogi? How's things in your world?
Sorry?
How are you, Meogi, anyway?
Oh, I've got my father with Alzheimer's dementia running him around. Spent 12 hours with him on Friday. Got edema problems. You don't want to know, Steve. It's like mother problems, edema problems. It's all go with me, but you know, it keeps me laughing, to be honest. It keeps me smiling, to be honest with you. So, you know, life is not a rehearsal. So, what's happening? Oh, something's building up. Something's constructing itself. Are you still there, Coop?
I am.
Oh,
I'm leaning as hard as I can against this wall to make sure I keep as many bars as I can.
Yes, people are probably wondering, why is he leaning against the wall to get Wi-Fi? Well, sadly he's lost his Wi-Fi connection, so he's borrowing his neighbour's at the moment. She's been kind enough.
I'm literally borrowing my neighbour's, yeah.
Brilliant.
He's been really good, bless her.
Gosh, it's like all compact into it's all miniaturised everything inside here, so... Yeah, mate. It's
like,
quite nice.
It's like
little hobbit hole.
Like the chum bucket or something from freaking... Yeah, SpongeBob.
Nice. SpongeBob SquarePants' house. Beaver problems. Oh, my beaver problems.
It's got like... It almost looks like fingers coming out the back end of it. So, I don't know if...
Barbara says she's still camping, but she'll be on Wednesday.
Okay.
She always wants to see. We've got plenty of tentacle creatures and things like that.
Cool.
I'm intrigued now to know where you are. I'm going to have to watch this video back when I get a chance and see where it was that he's actually taking you.
It looks like a little red barrel sticking out the ground with like a C on the top in a roundabout way, like in a structure.
All right.
It's like a little micro build. It's got a load of decals on the outside. I don't know what it is exactly.
It's not his Mario build, is it?
It probably it could be.
It could be his Mario build. Yeah. I was thinking
could be his Mario build.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see his last campfire build that he did. I don't know how he's done it. He sent me some pictures of the dude from last campfire within the game No Man's Sky.
Really?
I'm interested to see how he's and I don't know how he's done it. And I'd like to see how he's done it, to be honest.
Cool.
That's a really cool thing that he's integrated both Hello Games' games.
Well, I would love it if they added in a planet that was just like Ember's planet from the last campfire, where you could find little pet embers, all different colour ones. You just choose one you wanted as a little sack friend.
Future Expedition.
Yeah.
Barbara just said
that'd be amazing.
Or if they just added in one of those planets, like in 1 in every million, so it was super duper freaking rare, rarer than blinking Diplos. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
that'd be great. And then you'd be able to get one as a companion. That'd be fantastic. That'd be really cool.
Something to look for and strive for, wouldn't it? A random planet like that. Right. Well,
anyway,
have you got much else to say at all, Coop, before we end off?
No, I think it's best to leave it while I've still got the connection. I'd hate to just disappear on you guys and go quiet for no reason. You think, where the hell's he gone?
We got an error, so you're struggling. I know you've done.
I am a little bit.
It's very good to do.
If it's all right, I just would like to say to people, I am not ignoring you all. I am off for about another maybe 4 or 5 days, and then I'll be back on the channel. We've got another micro builds coming. I've got videos made, and they're all ready, and they're all loaded up on my USB, so I'm thinking of taking a trip to Costa or something in the next couple of days and just nicking their Wi-Fi to upload a load of stuff. So, don't worry, guys, we are still alive. It's just things happen, don't they? Life happens.
Nice one. Cool.
On that note, I think Khadija said thank you for a wonderful tour. Barbara said looks like the man hatter. It's all good. Yeah, you two work together well as a group. So
Thank you. It's been a wild ride. We love it.
Yeah. Thank you very much indeed. So
you was right. It says Mario Odyssey build. He's just chimed in on the actual live chat.
It is his Mario build.
Yeah. Cool. All right, guys. I've got somebody at my door. My doorbell just went, so I better go as well.
Yeah.
Cheerio, all. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
See you, mate. Good luck with your calf. Bye-bye.
Oh, will do. Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye.
Bye
Bye,
bye.
Meogi.
Bye bye. Bye bye.